Well, today is the Nwaneri and Lewis-Skelly day at the club of Arsenal. All of these have gone ahead to get in their first debuts, and for Skelly, he got his when they're playing against Man City, and for Nwaneri, he got it when I think was 15 years of age in the season of 2022-2023 when Arsenal went ahead to annihilate the side of Brentford by 3-0. He came on and obviously made history as the youngest ever Premier League player to ever make his debut. And welcome to this channel. This is the Football News Show, and I go by the names of Rokani David. You can as well call me RD. So do the needful and go to what we call this channel and subscribe. If you haven't gone ahead to subscribe and continue to sit it, obviously do the needful. As Arsenal is taking on Bolton today, a lot of eyes are onto these youngsters, and the manager of Arsenal has come out and confirmed to us that all right, these two youngsters are really gonna be having a go into the mix. So remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets. They're dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops. Even if you want used phones and used laptops, call them on +256 70 99 88 665 and you'll thank me later, right? So that is what Mono Gadgets brings you, and you can as well follow them on TikTok and search for Mono Gadgets into the making. Now, if you watch the match preview that I put there yesterday, I think Lewis-Skelly and Nwaneri were two of the players that I believe are really going to come and really get an engagement into this beautiful game of football, and that is what we call the UEFA. So it's not the UEFA, it's the Carabao Cup, and obviously it is confirmed to the fullest that these two players are really part of the side. And Arteta has been asked about these two players, and he was first asked on whether youngsters will be involved. He said it's a great opportunity for any player to show what they are bringing in the games, who haven't had the ability to play much yet, to transform what they are doing in training to give us the right reasons and perform on the pitch. So this is Lewis-Skelly for you and Nwaneri. Obviously, there is also, is it heaven sent? There is Salah and very many others, but the most talked about are these two lads as you see them onto the left of your screen. That is Nwaneri and Lewis-Skelly. And all these players are really very, very, very versatile. And when the manager says it's a great opportunity to see it that they obviously have these players come into this game, all it's an opportunity for them to obviously come and showcase what they really bring on the table. And I believe it might really give the manager a different perspective altogether for these players, you get, because he might be thinking otherwise, or the player might come out and obviously surprise. And for Lewis-Skelly, I tell you, bringing you on in the game of Man City, however much he played limited minutes, that was a very huge indicator that the manager trusts him. And because of the injuries that are really surrounding the club of Arsenal, he has gone ahead to find himself playing into that beautiful game of football for the club of Arsenal. So I would love to see these players continue getting in ample playing time. And I always told you the problem that Arteta is always going to hate to have, that amidst him performing well at getting in players, buying them, and obviously getting them straight to the team and really make them look good, there is something lacking. And what is lacking? It's all about him involving these youngsters into the team. And we've gone ahead to see the likes of Hutchinson, the likes of Hido Martin, and very many other youngsters at Arsenal saying goodbye to the club because they feel like there is no direct path from the academy into the first team. And getting these players into these games, it is a sign of Arsenal really showing pure improvement and showing that these players are really good to go. Now, a question was posed to him directly on what kind of characters Ethan Nwaneri and Myles Skelly are. He said, these two are really pushy, really demanding. They want everything. They want more and more information. They love it. You can tell them. They're so passionate about everything. They see the opportunity and want to grab it. With both hands. They are great to work with. So they want to grab the opportunity when they see it. And today is Nwaneri and Lewis-Skelly's day, and the opportunity is there for them to grab it and obviously take Arsenal to the next level. And if they are to continue to showcase in this season, they have to obviously knock out Bolton today. That's why I've told you it's their day. It's their day to really knock out Bolton, because when they knock out Bolton, they'll notice that they still have another game to start. I tell you, even when the manager will be drawn against teams like Manchester United, I think he'll obviously let these guys come in through and obviously have a say into those games. He might not start them, but I believe he might come up with the best. He might come up with the best. You understand? He might come up with the best of the best, and a lot will obviously come in through to do the needful for these players, and they have to give themselves a chance and to deserve it. You know, there is a statement that I really went ahead to borrow from Erik ten Hag when we asked about integrating youngsters, because ever since they came in throughout Manchester United, I think no manager in the top 6 teams that has gone to obviously integrate more academy players than Erik ten Hag into his team, because we saw Kambwala, we saw Kobe Mainoo, Garnacho, we saw Ethan Whitley, we saw Dan Go, we saw who else? There are like 7-8 players. We saw Fosun Omari, you know, that have gonna obviously be involved or integrated into the team. So at Arsenal, I've only seen Nwaneri, Lewis-Skelly. There is this other guy, is it called Walters, that left. I think he's going to integrate like Sago Jr. You can talk about him, Sago Jr. You know, I'm talking about the competitive games, leave alone these preseason games. I'm talking about the season. So I think Arteta has gone ahead, obviously, to improve onto this, and talking well about these players and them being available for a game of football today is a lesson learned very well from Mikel Arteta, that these players really deserve a very huge go into the games. And the opportunity is there. They have to prove themselves. And I tell you, if a player really proves himself right, there is no way the manager won't really get him into the team. Even if Arteta will be like, I don't want to get this player into Edu, and the players, and the other coaching staff at Man City, at Arsenal will be like, please, this player is ready to get into the first team. Like you saw, Oscar Bob at Man City wasn't impressing Pep Guardiola, but Begristan went ahead and faced the manager and told him, please, I think it's high time we integrated this guy into the first team. And when they brought him in, you saw that Oscar Bob went ahead, obviously prove that the decision or the recommendation from the sporting director of Man City was really right. You understand? So I think it's really gonna go that way, and in the course of going that way, it will really help these players get into the mix. Because if they really do well, even if Arteta doesn't really think that they're ready to get the first team, I think the sporting director and the coaching staff will be like, let's get this guy a chance because he's really ready to do the needful. You understand? So that is Nwaneri and Lewis Day. Now, after that, Arteta was asked on whether he can make 11 changes from those players that played in the game of Man City. And this is what he said: at the moment, we cannot, because we don't have another 10 players available. And he's really right. If you watch my match preview, I think Carafiori was in, Julian Timber, Ben White, Kivio, all those players went ahead to start the game. And I think out of the players that started the game, I think only 2 in my probable starting 11 started, and others started off the bench. But fielding 10 different players from those that played against Man City will be a little bit hard because the injuries are really huge. Raya having a small knock, late fitness test is what he's going to be recommended to you. Then you can talk about Odegaard, Merino, Tomiyasu, Kientieni, Trossard is suspended. Those are 6 players that are really out. So you can't come out and obviously factor out the best of fielding an 11 that, or a 10 player team that is really different from the one that went ahead obviously the needful into that beautiful game of football. So guys, I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Nwaneri and Lewis-Skelly day today at the Emirates, as Arteta confirms that these players are really pushing hard, and when you hand them an opportunity, they're really eagerly waiting for it to obviously take it on and really take it to the farthest of performances and places. So your thoughts onto Nwaneri and Lewis-Skelly. Do you think they're going to be to the starting 11 of Arsenal today, or they'll be played off the bench? I'm waiting for that. And remember, we are powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops, and you know that they also deal in used phones and used laptops. Call them on +256 70 99 88 6655. Sorry, 07. It's +256 70 99 88 665, and you'll thank me later. So guys, we out for now. Bye bye, and continue to subscribe because we want to hit 30,000 subscribers. Continue to subscribe. Come in early. For the previous days, I've been really having a little bit of delay and haven't gone ahead to really serve you to the best, but I'm here to serve you back to the fullest as you people deserve, because you deserve the news. And today is really going to be a hectic day because United is playing and Arsenal is playing, but I think the difference is Arsenal is obviously starting, the game of Arsenal is starting 15 minutes to that of Man United, meaning that I'll obviously have some ample time to really do the match day live before, and then I'll come in through and address the rest of the factors later. Ciao, ciao.